What's poppin', folks? Now, look, let's get the elephant out of the room right away. This past development update, some folks weren't too happy with what they saw. Completely understand that, right? Criticism helps the game grow, and that will eventually become the game that we come to love and cherish. But I do have a few thoughts on this. Intrepid has done some amazing things and some questionable things to some. So hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell, and with me mediating the situation, let's talk about the November development update. During the November development update, we got Night and Day, Synergies, Cleric, and more. So to be clear, we did get a lot of content, but there were still some people that were upset. Now, some of these folks being upset range from reasons such as the graphics, the combat, and my favorite explanation, I don't have to give you a reason because this is mid. Now I see the point some of you are making, and let me just state, everyone wants the game to be great. That's the only reason everyone is throwing their criticisms at the game. I get it, because we all think we know what's best. But we have to understand the role Intrepid has taken on here. Let me explain this in 2 points. Intrepid has had a wild year when it comes to showing off the growth of Ashes of Creation. We look at the season system, we look at the character creation, we look at the updated combat, which is way better than Alpha 1. I'm not even bringing up the other months where they were killing it, which is every month this year, right? They've been knocking it out of the park. My issue is, if we're fans of Ashes of Creation and we've chosen to support this game, why doubt them now? We've seen their track record for 2022 and they've been killing it. If you're new to the community and you're not familiar with the monthly development updates, I can understand that. You're like, you know what, the game's not for me. But if you've been here for years, you've seen the growth, you've seen the change, this is the month that you decide that, you know what, I'm gonna jump ship. This is when you want to doubt them? Why would we doubt them, even if they had a bad month? But this month wasn't a bad month. Now, just to remind you, we saw Synergies, which is going to change how you play with the people in your group. We saw the Night and Day cycle, which one could argue could, help with immersion in the game. Okay, cool. We saw the Cleric, which was dope. That's a whole nother class. Now, I'm not saying don't have your criticisms. Please, be very vocal about everything, but do it in a respectful way, okay? Personally, I feel like some of the showcases are just thrown together sometimes. That's a gripe that I have, right? Active blocking, for example. It's like, hey, here's a few second clip of me active blocking, but we don't know what it's gonna consume yet, and we'll talk about it later. I would rather it be done then show it to us rather than just kind of have like this drive-by showing of it. That's just a personal issue that I have though. But I understand that it's a development update, so we might get shown these things. It's not that big of a deal. To sit here and badmouth the game when you've seen the progress that they've made and that you've been excited for, how's that right? To sit here and judge the game as if it's been out for years when it's an alpha, how's that fair? And then we sit here and we're acting like they're a AAA studio, which brings me to my next point. How did you find out about Ashes of Creation? What drew you in? Is it your love for MMOs? Are you tired of being burned by scams? Are you looking for a new MMO with new and fresh systems? Chances are you align with one of these points. One of the main driving points in Ashes of Creation is that Intrepid Studios is independent. Our voices can and have been heard. This is exactly why Steven is always saying, talk more on Reddit, speak more on the forums. He even knew y'all were flaming him for his Ranger gameplay. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, that was actually kind of funny though. With all of that being said, for an indie company to take on making a game in a dying genre where fans overcommitting expectations usually let them down, Ashes of Creation stepped up. Now, if you understand that, why would you badmouth the game that's trying to do so much? I'm not speaking to the people who have genuine criticisms. I'm speaking to the people who are jumping ship, writing the game off. Yo, it's insane. If we know Intrepid Studios is trying to revive the dying genre, that we all love so much, wouldn't we want to support them even if they had a quote unquote bad month? And let's be honest, a lot of the people that badmouth this past development update are going to be right back here in December, waiting to see what they release. All of us who are watching the live stream updates, researching the wiki to find more about the game, people like me who are creating content for the game, we are all in the minority. The game isn't even close to dropping. So what this tells me is, if we're here, you're either really following the game and you really care about it, or you just happen to see the live streams every month and, you know, they just cross your path, which would be false. You care about the game. I understand. It's okay. Hey, I know it's scary. Nobody wants to get burned or scammed again. It sucks. I'll just keep it a stack with you. It sucks. Not every development update can't be magic go boom, bad guy go death. Everything we see is a work in progress. Steven tells us this every development update. Let's just have a little more faith. I'm right here with you. Just do me a favor. Let me know some positive feedback you have for the game in the comment section below. Or feel free to hop in the Discord, man. Alright? Because I'm here every month until me or Ashes of Creation is no more. Stay blessed. Take care.